Hello everybody, today we're going to be covering this whole URL optimization section right here, and we're going to be covering every single item right here. So the first thing we're going to do is go to the website itself, because I want to show you a couple things here. So you go to the bar of this browser, you will see a not secure message at the top of this page, and if you click on that, you're going to get more details like this here. Now let's just grab this URL because I actually want to show you more things. And this is the domain, and this is the HTTPS. Now a couple of things to point out. First of all, now you will see this not secure message no matter what browser you're using. This will pop up whether you're using Brave, whether you're using Chrome or Firefox, unless you're a masochist and you're using Internet Explorer. But for any other browser, you will see this message right here. Now, if you've been browsing lately the internet, you have seen that most pages at the moment are running on HTTPS. There are just very little sites at the moment that are running on HTTP, and there is a good reason for that. And the main reason why people, almost everybody has switched to HTTPS is because it's a more secure domain. You get a more secure domain, so people cannot be sniffing your network. People who are sniffing your network may get data from people who are submitting their information to this website. So let's say I am submitting my information, like credit card information or email information or any username and password information to an HTTP website. Any hacker can get the data easily, and HTTPS just add a layer of security. That's why most people are switching to this domain. So the first thing we're going to do is actually switch our domain to HTTPS, and to do that is not difficult either. So you go to Namecheap, you're gonna get this page. Now I'm gonna be sharing with you this page in the description section of this video, so I will just leave a link for all of you, and you just have to click on that and you will get here. So now if this is the first time you're running your website, frankly almost for most projects that you may have, unless you're already big, you could take a look and compare to these prices and compare the prices and every single feature on this category here. But for most businesses, you're going to be just running fine with this positive SSL. I'm going to be leaving a link in the description where I'm going to be pointing out also differences between this and that. You can also get more if you just click on this, learn more. You can get more information and go and just read and just try to find whatever works better for any business that you may have. But frankly, most people will be just doing fine with this positive SSL. So you obviously just go and buy, and then all you have to do is just link this to your main domain, to the domain where you're going to be using this, and that's it. Now I highly recommend you to go with Namecheap. GoDaddy is again only for masochists, but I'm going to be leaving the link in the description, and if you're still having questions, I'm going to put there a tutorial. I just want to make this as more concise than the previous videos, because I've been taking too much time to go all over this, and I understand I'm going into every single detail, and I want to make sure that everything is clear and is explained and is understood, but I also want to save some time. So this is not difficult. Just buy it and link it to your main domain. So that's what I'm going to do right now, and as soon as I do that, we're going to continue to work on this. So let's just wait for it. Okay, so once you have linked your SSL account to your main domain, the next thing we're going to do is head over HostGator, and we're going to be landing in a similar page to this if you're using HostGator, or just head over any hosting provider that you may have, and then you're going to have to go to File Manager. Now you're going to click on that, and then you will have to search for your folder wherever you have that. And once you are there, you're gonna just look for your domain, and then you're gonna be landing here. The next thing we're gonna do is actually go to htaccess and just click on edit. Right click on htaccess and then go to edit. And then you're gonna be getting to a similar page than this. This is a file editor. and we're going to be adding some code here. So before getting here, I actually wanted to explain you why am I doing this. So the reason why I'm doing this is because if you go to your domain, let's just go to, if you have done everything correctly, you should have 2 domains thus far. So you should have an insecure or not secure domain, as you can see right there, and you should have a secure domain, as you can see right here. So if you go to the top of this page, so let me just refresh this page so you can see actually that this is the domain I have here. So again, I have this secure domain, and if you go to the top of the page, you click on that icon and you will get a connection insecure page pop up. And if you go here and you just refresh this page just to verify that I'm also having this page too. So I have these 2 pages. You go to the top of the page and you will see a not secure connection, and that's the message that you're going to be getting. Now, what's wrong with this is that you don't have to have 2 domains. I mean, this is creating duplicate content, and this is just completely terrible. So we're going to do a redirection from your old domain, which is going to be this HTTP to the HTTPS. So for that, we're going to be using this code that you can see right there. And we're just going to copy this code, and we're going to paste this code right here at the top of this page. So whatever code you may have more code here below, just add this code to the top of the page, and you're going to be on the safe side. Now, once you add this code, let's just save the changes here, and this should be it. Now let's go back to our insecure page, which is this one. As you can see, this is the not secure page. Now if you refresh this, and if you have done everything correctly, this site should be redirecting to this new domain. So let's just do that. Let's just refresh this page and let's see what happened. So as you can see, I mean, it created the redirection perfectly, and not just for this site, but also for other pages that we may have. So for instance, if you click here and you go here, you will see that this is also an HTTPS. So it's doing a perfect redirection to the right URL. And this is it when it comes to this domain. This is it when it comes to this work, actually, I should say. So let's just go to our Excel spreadsheet, because there is nothing more to do here. So we're just gonna set this to OK, and that's it. That's the end of the story. Now the next thing we're gonna do is actually talk a little bit about permalinks, and we're gonna go there. So let's go to our new domain and let's log in here. So let's just go to the admin panel. Let's wait a little bit. Hopefully I have this here. Yep. Now make sure, by the way, to disallow this for your website. And this sometimes is like this. We just don't. Sometimes it gets into some problems, so we just don't want this for our main website. To disable that, actually. Now let's go to permalinks. So permalinks, if you go to settings, come on, settings and permalinks, and this is the page that you're going to be landing. So in most cases, so let me just explain a little bit what it does, and it just changes your URL structure. So let's say that we create a post or an article about anything, and the post is the name or the title of the post is sample post. It will look like this. It will have the year of the page of when this post was posted, the month, and the day when this thing was posted, plus the URL, obviously. This will be the structure. This will be the structure for every new post. So it will be 1 to 3, then the other will be 1 to 4, 1 to 5, 1 to 6, etc. This will be archives plus 1 to 3, 1 to 4, 1 to 5. And usually these are pure garbage unless you're using a news website, and this is something that especially all blogs or people who don't take care too much of their blogs have usually installed this sort of ugly URL that contains a year and a month and a day. Now this is what usually people have by default. I wouldn't recommend this unless you're running a news website or a website that is constantly being updated. So for instance, for news, this is very useful because usually people just search by or there are a great number of people who will actually take a look at the date is important. I mean, for this kind of content, but frankly, for businesses, for most websites, frankly, most of the time you're gonna be just using this post name will do the job. So actually, let me show you a couple of examples so you can see this in more details for those of you who are lost and don't know what I'm talking about. So let's just add one page very quickly. And let's just type anything here. Let's just publish this page. And we go to this URL, you have this ugly URL, p equal 264. And let's actually go back to the permalinks, and that reason is because this was selected by default. Let's just change this to this, and let's just save the changes again. Let's actually go to the post again, and let's just refresh this page. Let's see what happened. I don't know if I have to create this post again. I don't think so. And as you can see, the URL changed right there. So you could go here and you will get to this page, which contains the word content. All right, and this is the title. All right, so this is for this, and obviously the same applies for all of these. So if you go to numeric, you just click on save changes. And you're going to be landing, if you update this page, you're going to be landing here. And you can see the same thing here. So obviously none of these are recommended, and the one that usually most people go to, and I would recommend if you don't want to overthink about this, just go with this post name and you will be doing fine. So let's just select that one, and that's it. Now if we go here, if we update this page, this is just going to have the title of our the URL is going to be the title of our post, as you can see right here. So let's go back to the permalinks again. And this is the custom constructor. Now, custom constructor accomplishes, you can add some sort of custom code. So some people like to have this in a sort of blog category. I think I've done that with a couple of blogs. So you could type something like this, for example, and just hit save, and you will have, so any post that you are going to be posting, you're going to be publishing, is going to be in this section, in the blog section, and then it will have the name of the post. So you refresh this page again. And you click on the title, you will see that it has the blog plus the title of the article. And I think that's it. That's it. So this is when it comes to the permalink. So we're gonna select this this post name, and we're just gonna save these changes. This is usually the most common one. This is the one that I would recommend you if you are you're just starting, especially. This is the one that I will go with. And that's it. So let's just save that, and let's remove because we've been testing some posts, let's just remove the content that we have just recently added. So let's just send this to the trash. And that's it. That's it. Okay, so we're gonna go back to our Excel spreadsheet, and we're gonna just say this to, we're just gonna hit OK because we have already set the permalinks, the right permalinks. Now we're gonna touch internal and external links, and all I mean by that is just the amount or how many links do you have, how many internal links do you have, and how many external links do you have. So let me just go to our main block. And I don't know if you have noticed, but this blog doesn't have almost any internal or external backlinks. So let me try to find a good place where we may try to do that. And I think so internal links, or actually I think external links are much easy to digest. So let me try to find something here. Okay, so this is an external link. Obviously this should be clickable. Let me see if this is here. Yep. So you can see, I mean, this is linking to another domain. If this is linking to another domain, this is what I define as an external link. And if it is obviously linking to other pages inside your website, that will be considered an internal link. Now, if you go here, you don't see, especially on your, I will just be optimizing Power Pages because frankly, most of the pages from our blog section are just content that I'm gonna be most likely taking down or de-indexing. This is useful content to write for either guest posts or for syndication, or just to publish this content in another website that will link back to us. This is content right for that kind of thing, but it's not. This is not the content that you should be running if you were running a restaurant. Now, if we actually want to link or do some internal linking, we could try to, for example, vegan cuisine, and we could try to link back to our main domain. So let me just show you. Let me try to edit this page. Let's just grab this content again, outstanding vegan cuisine, let's say. And then we could just link to our main domain. And as you can see, this is a clickable domain. So if we update this page, let's just wait a little bit, and I think this is already updated. Let's just go to the page. And if you scroll down, you will see that this is actually a clickable domain. So we need to have this spread in our pages because this just creates some sort of engagement, because people will stay here. We will, oh, what is this about? Let's just go there. And people will be browsing, and this is also a good signal for the robots. But let me actually give you more examples if there are more here. Let's just try to find some more. And so for instance, this is a beautiful piece of content. In my life as a vegan, the environment, the reasons why he's being a vegan. Although this is beautiful content, but this will be the content that will be much better if this was written from or for a blog about or for somebody who is just writing about veganism, but not so much again for a restaurant. I mean, if you actually look at the content, they personalize this a little bit. In my life as a vegan, I was spouting this memory list, and he's personalizing this content a lot. And this is not the content that I will use for a restaurant. I mean, now I like the personal touch, and some vegans like that. But again, that's people usually want to just order and just know perhaps about the people who are behind this. But you could add this in a different way. Perhaps in the about section, you could put pictures of some places of the restaurant, like the kitchen, or some happy people eating at the restaurant. That kind of personalization. But this is more a sort of personal story about this person and why he became vegan. So again, this sort of content belongs more to a vegan blog website, somebody who is just constantly writing about this sort of content, about the fight for animal rights and the health that you may get with veganism, or the benefits that the environment is going to get with this, and those kind of things. But I still, for example here, okay, the Guide to Green. So this is a book. Now, if I have a book, and oftentimes they have this because they want people to sign up. Yeah. So when you sign up, you get a book. All right. So let's say that you go to pages and you create one page. Let's just add one page quickly so we can put this example. Let's just wait a little bit. Let's say you have here, and here you have your book, your book. Let's just play with this for a minute. So the internal link will be this domain, and we're just gonna head over this page, and then we will just we're gonna go to edit page, and then we're gonna go to we're gonna look for for this section, the guide to greens, and we're just gonna highlight that, and we're gonna link to this page, and that's it. So if we update this page, let's just refresh it right now, and let's go to the main page here. What is this? It's in the about section, I think. No, white vegan. Oh, it's in the white vegan, I think. Let's go to the white vegan section, and let's just go to the bottom of this page. And this is not clickable, so I suspect this wasn't updated or something. Where did we put that? Oh, come on. That's fine. Okay, so I fixed the problem that was happening with the article. I think there was some code in there that was giving problems to this. Now let's go back to what we were doing. So this was the part of the text that we were gonna add some content here. So the environment, but I'm not sure how many people are to the web. If vegan ruled the world, the air would be that much cleaner as with the chemical-free food, soil, and water. So chemical-free food, as I was telling you before, guys, was a very good keyword. So we could link this to one of our menu sections, and we're gonna grab this URL, and we're just gonna go ahead and link to this page. So let's just select that part. Let's just copy the URL, paste it right there, and that should be it. So if we update this page, and let's go back to our white vegan page. Let's refresh this page again. And if we go to the bottom of this page, where is that? Chemical free. So now we could even put it even much beautiful like this. And we want to highlight keywords like that. We want to send good signals to the robots, and to tell them, what this page is all about. And this is one way to do it. So if you click here, you will be sent to our menu section, where you're gonna find chemical-free food, right? And we could just link them to one of our pages like this. So this is a beautiful internal link, and this is how internal linking has to be done. This is way much more better than the other links that we have previously done. And this is how we will do it. Now in this case, I'm not going to complete this because I'm pretty sure that we're going to be, the moment that we start adding more content to this website, you're going to see that we are going to be, obviously we're going to be modifying this. If we put more content into the website, we're definitely going to be changing this. So we're just going to leave this either in just blank, or we can add something there to see this later. But this is more or less the process that on how we have to work on this section. Now we're not going to touch yet the URL structure and all of this, because we're going to see this in the next video. This is more about Screaming Frog, and we're going to be opening up Screaming Frog in the next video. I wanted to keep this video as short and as concise and as clear as possible. If you have questions, just let me know regarding these three sections right here. And see you in the next video. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and goodbye.